Morning, chicos. Just leaving the rather lovely town of Astorga. A little bit bigger, about 11,000 people in that one. Beautiful old Gaudi house and a couple of nice looking weird churches. So yeah, up and early again this morning. Today heading to Foncebadon, which is approximately 25 kilometres. But we're now moving into what I believe people tell me is the more hilly, mountainous, getting into the beginning of the mountain. So I think there's a lot more incline, which then means also some decline as well. So we'll see how that goes. Up bright and early again this morning. The sun hasn't quite come up yet. So I left the albergue just before 6, well about 5:45 this morning, so should get there in good time. Got freezing cold hands, so it is a colder morning, which I like, because as soon as that sun comes up it's getting hot. Yesterday afternoon was absolutely scorching, but it's going well. I'm getting a bit of a move on already. So yeah, it's about 25 kilometres, Foncebadon. We should be there in good time. I imagine I'll be there by about midday. Depends how much I stop for filming and things. So here we are. Day whatever it is. And catch you later. Buen Camino. I'm walking alone today, which is I haven't really done for a few days now. We've always, well, I say I haven't walked alone. I mean, there's always been someone every couple of kilometres or something. So, but today I haven't. I've just been totally alone, which is nice because I like walking alone as well. I like meeting people, but you know, they're at the albergues when you get back and you sit and have dinner and a few drinks and chat with them anyway. So the walking bit is, I enjoy as much as the the community bit at the albergues, so I do like to walk alone when I can, because it's just my preference. Be alone in your thoughts for a little while, which is good when you're in places like this, or going up to the mountains, and it's all the birds chirping. And I've seen a couple of deer today, which was nice on a 2 separate occasions. I saw one and looked at me in the path just as the sun was coming up. It looked idyllic. I never tire of seeing deer. Amazing. And then it leaped. What did deer do? Did it prance? Did it prance off? Let's have deer. They're not in the 5 gold rings. They're not in that song, are they? 10 pipers. No, they're not, I don't think. Anyway, whatever they do, leap, prance, frolic, it did that and went off. But it was still beautiful. And then I saw another one a little bit further away. I tried to sneak up, but I'm not really a sneaker. I'm more of a clodhopper and make loads of noise. So no wonder they do a runner. But still, beautiful to see. Beautiful mountains ahead, or big hills, which I believe we go up one of them. For the last 5 or 6 kilometres, it's pretty steep up to the town of Foncebadon. So I look forward to that. Catch you later. Buen Camino. We're not in Kansas now, Dorothy. Tiny little village, top of the mountains, with that view. Not too shabby. So first thing I'm going to ask for is a beer. Then I'm going to have a shower. Maybe a little siesta. It's only just 20 to 1. So I made it in good time. So it's worth getting up early in the morning to do it when it's cooler. It's hot now, obviously. It's coming up to, given the time it is, it's pretty hot. But there is a cool breeze because we're high up, so that's really, really refreshing and welcome. Looks like a beautiful little town, tiny. 30 people, if that. Love these smaller places. So I'm going to check in, shower, beer shower, little siesta, and then have some food later. I'm hoping they do a dinner, or if there's a kitchen where you can cook, a few of us will have a community meal, which is what a lot of us prefer. So we'll see how it goes, bro. Hasta mañana. Buen Camino.
La una. No era por el vídeo, era por el peregrino que viene ahí.
Ah.
Buenos dias, chicos. So, just left, well, I say just, left the beautiful place of Foncebadon. Just an incredible, beautiful place, tiny village. Only 2 people lived there in the 90s, a mother and a son apparently. But now I'd say maybe 20 people live there. It's not massive, but when the Camino became more popular again in the 2000s, some people went, and basically it was a ruined. There's lots of ruins of the village because people who originally lived there in the 60s, 70s, and before they moved to the city for work, and so. But as I say, in the 2000s, there was lots of old ruined buildings, and some people got together and they rebuilt them and turned them into albergues, and pretty much albergues for the peregrinos and pilgrims that walk the Camino, because it started getting more popular again apparently in the 2000s, and does really well now apparently. It's a place I would love to live. Just the views, and then everyone. I've seen more peregrinos this morning at 6 a.m. than I have in the whole Camino so far, because everyone knew it was going to be a beautiful sunset, and we've just went past the highest point we walk on the Camino, and it was an incredible sunset. So everyone was up taking photographs and videos, and so I'm well on my way now. Another 25-26 kilometres today, and it's cool. It's a cool morning. The sun's up. I'm actually in a bit of shade at the moment, away from the sun, which is good. I have to say, so far my feet are feeling much better. Had a good rest yesterday, and they're feeling a bit better today. But you can speak too soon, of course, but being a positive thinking person, or try to be, hopefully it'll be a day of good walking with not so much pain, especially towards the end of the walk. So here we go again. Beautiful day ahead, a few wispy clouds. I should know the name of clouds really by this point, but I'm just going to call them wispy ones. There's probably a real name for them, of course, and I know, in fact, probably there definitely is. Apologies if I've got any chocolate around my mouth. I've just scoffed a Neapolitan sort of chocolate croissant-y thing. Here's for a good day. On my way again. Buen Camino. About halfway in. This has been my favourite section, leg so far. Up in the mountains, some cool air, nice sunshine, paths up and down. They get you coming down more than they do going up. I saw a guy walking backwards earlier down the road because he said it was more comfortable for him than walking forwards. So I don't think I'll be doing that, but you never know. It all goes on the Camino. You see everything. A few people stopped and had a cerveza at 10 a.m, but I didn't. I'll have a beer when I get to the final destination. It's about 12 kilometres away, I believe. The terrain is good. I like this. I like the mountains. Some people prefer the road. There is a road you can walk on, the main road here. Very quiet country lane that you can walk on. And some people prefer the tarmac to these kind of rocky paths that I'm walking down, but I prefer these just because it feels like you're a little bit more in the countryside, even though the road's just there. It's all in the mind. I just asked a guy's just asked me behind me there if I was from Belgium. The reason being because I look like his friend who's Belgian, who now lives in Mallorca. I wanted to say yes, but then realised I didn't speak any Belgian, Flemish. So I could have done with my friend Slinky, who's Belgian. He could have just talked for me and could have pretended I was, because Slinky is. He doesn't need to pretend. Really pretty, up in the mountains. Some nice deep valleys going through and leading to small little towns and villages that you see on the way. Hardly any traffic on the road next to me. Every now and then you get a few cyclists go past. But in terms of cars, there's hardly anything at all. Car going past. I'm like the commentator's curse when they say someone doing a high jump or something. You say, "Oh, low height should easily clear this," and then they jump and they take off the bar and go out and lose the medal they were expected to win. So yeah, almost there. 12 kilometres, not too far. So I'll probably catch up with you when I reach there. And just enjoy the scenery. Buen Camino.